Good morning, welcome to Morning Review. This is Kim speaking on Friday the 16th of September. So looking at the euro dollar and well, I've been away for a couple of days and it's pretty much chopped since. Very little way in the way of or clue in the way of direction here. Still got potential by the looks of things, but just purely by the shape on the dailies for some upside, but it's failed to do too much at all here. It's got sort of on the 4 hourly slightly higher lows, higher highs, this pattern here, so it's probably what's giving it that sort of shape that it may want to go up there, but each time it pushes into that new higher, look how quickly it fails, it pulls back into a much tighter range. So what do I think of it? Well, it's not quite, I don't think, caught its daily pivot, so there's a chance that it could push on, catch that, maybe even run back in towards the R1 at some point if it gets any sort of momentum. There's not a lot of driving news, excuse the pun there, but news to drive it this morning. We've got to wait until the inflation figures come out in the US at 1:30, and Fridays are notoriously can remain as choppy days as we see traders looking at their position. So cable, we've seen it come back towards its monthly pivot. It's a little bit more, got a bit more of a clue there. Yesterday's talk from the Bank of England gave it a little bit. Oh, sorry, yesterday's talk from the Bank of England barely gave it anything, but it did perhaps give those looking potential for more upside. I see US stocks are rallying, so we should really see the pound and the euro doing the same, or they have been rallying. Looking at the shorter time frame, where we're all over the daily pivot at the moment. A break of the, I mean, with the higher lows not really quite confirmed in there yet, but looking certainly possible. At the moment, I'm erring both on the euro and the pound towards the upside. So at least there's more potential to the upside. However, if we break the 50 MA, it changes the pattern, and in that which case, I'll become bearish and look for yesterday's lows. So at the moment, as I say, looking more bullish. Dollar yen. Well, let's put pivot swing in yesterday, so suggesting, hinting at the bearish side, which fits with the euro and the pound in terms of correlation. Possible downside here. Hasn't caught its daily pivot yet. Any rallies may see it run up to that sort of area. Got a whole bunch of resistance into the pivots. A break of the 500 there, which it's been bouncing off of at some point, really sees it back down towards its S1 and yesterday's lows, the early Asian session low there. Okay, Aussie dollar. So yesterday changing, well, little bullish harami the day before. Yesterday following up on that harami, pushing up back towards the 8s with the price of oil, I believe, pushing up. It's helped in commodities. Actually, oil's not really doing too much to help that. I was just looking. It's had a spike yesterday, but didn't manage to hold on. But the commodity prices, I believe, are pushing up a little bit, which may be helping. But where we're sitting here at the moment, well, it's sort of put that double bottomy move in there. Could be trying to push beyond the 34 moving average here, although struggling at the moment. Looking at the overall chart here at the moment, well, it's just looking to see if the divergence on the hourlies here, it's a bit mixed here. It's just really simply come back to the 21s, and it's just literally moved into that and bounce. So could push on a little bit further from there. Okay, moving on. There, Canadian dollar. Okay, heading up towards the daily 200. It's been heading towards the daily 200. It's been softening quite a bit against the US dollar. Could continue its first test of the 4-hourly 21 for some time, so that could create a bit of a bounce. But the way it's spending quite a lot of time around this point really suggests, well, it could roll over a little bit more, maybe towards the 34 onwards. Looking at the hourlies, well, yeah, same sort of thing there. You sort of got this sort of flaggy pattern. Again, we've got the the daily pivot above us. We've got the 21s, which are just finding a bit of giving it some resistance at the moment. A break of the lows here, well, it could push down. Break yesterday's lows, head off towards the S1. If it gets back above the 21s, well, daily pivot, 34 moving average, and maybe a bit more. But at the moment, it's erring towards sort of more bullish side. Let's go back, just check that oil price, what it's been doing. So choppy yesterday, did have a bit of a rally that created a bit of rally through some markets there, but it is consolidating at the moment. So well, it really depends on which route it takes to which route. I think we'll see Canadian dollar move today. Okay, that's pretty much it. As I said, the only data really key data is the 130 figure for the inflation today, which we could get better volatility from. Side of that, well, there is a manufacturing sales from Canadian, which could give the Canadian dollar a little kicker, but it's not a big mover. And then at 3 o'clock, we've got the US prelim consumer sentiment. Again, not a major mover. So really just looking at the inflation at 130. Right, that's it for me. Have a great one. Bye for now.